Weird. I'm getting a new setup, guys. Cost me a penny though, but I'm getting a new setup for the camera and stuff there. The camera here is something, but I'm getting a actual professional camera where I want to do this trickery to get online with you guys, so you guys can chat like normal. So here we go. So I said what I need to say about Cena stuff and Roman stuff there. I was right about the whole thing, about Cena coming back with the championship. And the thing is, Cena shouldn't be coming back for that one because, like the reason I said before, he needs to come back without challenging Roman for championship because he can't win. The WWE higher ups will not allow Roman to lose. That's a better way of saying that. So he can't lose. Roman can lose, but he can't lose the championship. And it's very, very picky with Roman. Very picky now, more than ever has been with this guy, because they have nobody else really who's a top draw for the company. So they're very, very picky with this guy. It's going to be that way for the next year or two with this guy until they find somebody better than him. So the next thing that happened in there, Matt Riddle came down, did his thing. Riker versus Elias was a good hardcore match. That was really good stuff there. I didn't see the thing that happened with Jinder and Drew McIntyre. I didn't see anything what happened with those guys. Bobby Lashley did an open challenge. Keith Lee came out for the first time in months. Where have you been? No promo, no nothing. He just has a match with Bobby Lashley. I had a problem with that. I don't have a problem with those two having a match. I had a problem with them having the match now on Raw instead of saving it for a pay-per-view, because this is the first time those two have touched in the ring together, and you're going to do this. Maybe I'm misconstruing that. Like maybe there's a whole thing with Retribution and the Hart Business thing. I'm not sure, but like it's a bigger deal now that Keith is coming back, and you're going to throw it away on an episode of Raw. So they're waiting for a pay-per-view, but they can't do that because SummerSlam's coming up. They have to have a big match, marquee match at SummerSlam. And that brings me to the Who's Next tease on Twitter. Why on earth would Lashley say Who's Next on Twitter? You would think that he's an idiot for saying that, because if he said he was the Beast or something, then Brock Lesnar will come out. But since he said Who's Next, well, we all know who's going to answer the Who's Next challenge. So he said Who's Next. There you go. Goldberg comes out there, wants a title shot, big deal. The other thing of note on the show was Karrion Kross losing to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy came out to new music for reasons. So, yeah. I like his music, though. I like my Hardy's music there. It's much better than the old one. They need to pump up the audio a little bit there. It's actually pretty good lyrics. And so he beat Kross in his debut match. That's not the end of the world for Kross. They could come back for revenge or whatever and be a monster. Lashley lost in the beginning. He's fine now. Kross can do the same thing. It's not the end of the world. Maybe he needs a manager to be with him. But so the other thing was Charlotte Flair had a match with Rhea Ripley. I was rolling my eyes at another rematch. I rolled my eyes last night when Charlotte won because of one reason and one reason only. Not Charlotte winning. No. They're going to make her lose the championship real quick again, aren't they? And there it is. So she gets beat up by Rhea Ripley after Charlotte Flair disqualifies herself. She takes a cheap way out. And Nikki Ash comes down there and does a splash from the top rope. And new champion. Let's see how long Nikki Ash keeps the championship. So this is Charlotte Flair's 86,000th championship reign. So 86,001 will happen next week when she complains to management that she got screwed. So yeah. How did Raw end? Did my cue come up yet? Was that really the end of Raw? Nikki Ash wins the championship, and that's it? Was that it? Really? Oh, shit, it was. Okay. So yeah, that was the end of Raw. There we go. Overall, you got what you wanted to. If you're a fan of the show, there, they didn't blow Becky Lynch in the show because Goldberg was going to come back. So they're saving that for later dates. So I think that Flair will get it back next week or the week after. I think next week Flair will get it back. It was a pity win for Nikki Ash. She'll get it back next week, and then Becky Lynch will probably come back soon after that one, setting up Becky Lynch for Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. That's what I see coming. That's it. That's it for Raw. I don't want to waste more of your time. That's for now. Back off. Yeah.